So this is another sheep for you. I'm going to talk you through this one. And so you need to find some way in, and I'm left-handed, so I do it on the sheep's left side. That's easier for me. Right-handed person or do the mirror image. And you start kind of with the extremities and the belly. You know, that's what the sheep lies on and moves around. It grows poor quality wool, and you don't worry about losing any of it. And that'll be on the outside edges of the fleece when you're all done shearing. But just kind of open up and go across. And this is why I start on this side of the sheep, so my shears can go sort of lines across and down. And when you're shearing, you do want to avoid cutting the sheep, and there's a couple ways that you have to do that. One, you're using the tip of your shears to feel your way through the wool, that you're not grabbing skin, and you keep just a little bit of an angle so the shears aren't right against the skin while they'll grab. They're always tilted a bit. And you don't worry about leaving that little bit of wool on. It'll all be there next year. And the other thing you'll notice that I'm using my knees and elbow to position her and keep her still. And that leaves my offhand free to tension the skin. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to pull on the fleece or the hair or the wool, because that'll pull the skin up and you're liable to catch it with the shears. So always tension the skin. You keep it taut and you can slide your shears in and just feel your way through, and you can give her a nice safe haircut in the process. And so as we go, I'll have to shift positions a couple of times, but it's really much easier on the fellow doing the shearing if you have to do that as infrequently as possible. So you always try and do as much as you can from one position, thinking about what I can get now will be easier later, and that is going to depend a bit on how much wool the sheep has, how big she is. She is cooperating well. A lot of that has to do with how I'm holding her. So getting her up off of her feet, she doesn't have many options, so just kind of calms down and lets me do what I have to do. You can also see the color change, you know, the year's worth of dirt and grime and everything is accumulated on the outside of the fleece. Gives it kind of a dirty look, but inside, the stuff up against the skin, dirt hasn't gotten to, and it's nice and white, and in a lot of cases even kind of a creamy buttery yellow, and that's the lanolin in the sheep's skin. Continue to shear, and as often as you can, try and shear in a way that allows gravity to pull the fleece away from where you're cutting, letting it do the work, moving the fleece out of your way without having to push on it or pull on it. Like I said, that's when you tend to pull up skin and you risk catching it with the shears. All right. You don't have to be perfect. You know, the wool will continue to grow in anything that you... Gotcha. that I leave on now will be there next year when she gets her next shearing. And so now you can trace kind of long lines again. You know, got her head tucked in here to keep the spine curved around, so it's easy for me to just move along the back side and not catch anything I don't want to. And I want to get as far down across the backbone as possible before I lift her up.